Hi, everybody. This is Dennis from the Dennis and Andy Show. I'm going to do the full review of Swamp Dogs, House of Crows, issue number one. It's under the Black Caravan, which is under Scout Comics. So I really do want to kind of find out how that all works with the Black Caravan label, but it's a Scout Comics imprint. J.M. Brandt and Theo Prasidis wrote it, and Kewber Baal wrote it. And we'll start off. If you saw the quick flip and came here, then you at least got a peek of it. We'll kind of take our time and go through. It takes place in Land's End, Louisiana, 1865. I can already tell the artwork and the colorist. It's very stylized, and I like that. This takes place, obviously, in the Civil War. And you can see he's like, wait, did we lose him? I think we lost him. Afraid not. So he's obviously a scout of some sort or a tracker. Been running for hours. You'd figure with all that brush and bramble between us, these tracks are recent. Half hour maybe. How in God's name can they be ahead of us? Gotta get off the road. Damn it, can't hold it any longer. So obviously he has to run to the bathroom, and he runs out, and he's like, oh, for crying out loud, I just gotta go. So he goes and he starts singing a tune out there, and he's doing his 10-200, and all of a sudden they hear him scream, they got him. Some bitches, they got him. Well, they're at us all. Where now, Colonel? The swamp. So they try and make their way through the swamp, and he's like, "But you got to be quiet." Very cool art. Like I said, it's very stylized. They turn around. They've got their sabers. They've got their pistols, and yeah, it doesn't look like it goes too well for them. Really cool opening splash page then. Swamp Dogs, House of Crows. And then you can see there's a song, Revolution in Their Minds. The children start to march. I have no idea the song title, so I'm not even going to pretend to sing for it. But it is really cool. Now we fast forward, and we can see it's a band that's playing. Baton Rouge, Louisiana now. And there's a house party going on. Looks like it's Halloween. Everybody's dressed up. We got togas on. We got some masks. So they're singing there. There's a girl who's kind of sticking out. Some people making out on the couches. Typical party. One of the girls, she disappears and she kind of heads up, and she decides she's just gonna get out of the way, and she's like, "Oh, come on in." "Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was the bathroom." "Why, no, it's not. This is some sort of an emergency situation." "Well, aren't you just a shrinking violet?" "Do you know me?" "No, but I like to." "Oh, I guess we can see where this is going." "My name is Ayana, and I'm friends with Josh, the singer." So they basically go like, she hangs out with the band. She's friends of them. And she goes, "Wait, your name's Violet?" "Yeah, actually Violet?" "Afraid so." "Oh my goodness, this is too good to be true." So they have some interesting conversations, and she goes, "You didn't just come in here by accident. You didn't know anybody in here." And so they have some pretty interesting girl on girl type dialogue. Um, you know, they start laughing at some stuff. She goes, "Well, I studied English all through school, and if you watch so many movies like I do, you learn how they talk. Like, totally radical. But your English is so good, you even know the sayings. And why Baton Rouge?" "Well, I knew Josh from a convention in Brussels. We had tables next to each other. He emailed me about a residency, and I couldn't say no. I wanted to come to America, the bayous, the Mississippi, so beautiful, so mysterious. I had to see it for myself. Two birds, et voila." "So, Miss Violet, what happened to you? I thought you were a shy one." "Well, I usually am. But I like talking to you. You're so warm." And she's like, "Oh, maybe it's because of the voodoo spell I put on you." And then they start laughing. She puts her hand on her thigh. And, oh, there it is. Yep, 2 girls. So maybe this is what the house parties are like nowadays. But the song continues on. They start doing stuff. And spilt beer. We're going to assume that's beer. They're making out. But the song continues on. And, the lyrics are interesting if you actually, read them. Talking about spreading the word, showing the world. Love is still alive. Talks about children of the day, the children of the grave. And they're doing their stuff. And then there's a full moon out. We can kind of see that. And then there's that same full moon. Ah, that one's nasty looking. Bone Orchard, if you ask me. Shoot. Figure the house. Hey, what are you barking at, Roger? What's that? What you on about? And then shoot, the guy falls and smacks his head into a grave. Darn my nose, Roger, where you gone to? Oh, my head. So he gets in there, and then we can actually see. Is that you, Roger? No, that's definitely not Roger. You can see the figures out there. Oh, mister. No, grar. To be continued. And it looks like issue 2, The Swamp Dogs Are Awake. Continue reading in November. So this gives us just a little bit of a background. It starts off, dealing within the Civil War frame. We know there's something that's going on in Louisiana, in the Baton Rouge area, and something supernatural. Now they hinted at that there's voodoo going on. Fast forward to today, obviously we didn't know a lot about it. I think this is a really nice looking cover. So we can see the crows that are flying overhead. It's almost like, I would almost call it like the inverse of a blood moon. We can see that. We can see the girls. We can see what could be like a voodoo shaman and a zombie. Anyway, I think the artwork, I think this cover was pretty good. The artwork through it is very stylized and it really fits in, I think, really interesting. I enjoyed the heck out of the art. And the story, the dialogue, is very believable. I enjoyed the dialogue going through it. I'm going to be curious. So the job of a #1 comic book, if we're going to, put our money into these indie books, you got to kind of capture our attention. And it's got to be a good story. The guys typically like a little bit of TNA, so this went in a little bit of a different direction, but it was interesting the way it was laid out. And I think what they've laid out is that there's a lot more coming. Now, is it going to be localized just to Louisiana? It could be. But I'm going to be curious about what the House of Crows is, if this is going to tie into a coven or if it's straight voodoo or, what's going to happen. So definitely they captured my attention in #1. I enjoyed the read on this. I thought it was good all the way around. I'm definitely going to make sure it's on my pull list. I hope it continues to pick up. I'm definitely going to probably get this through at least issue #3, and that's usually when I decide if they're going to stay on my pull list or not. It doesn't hint that it's a mini-series, so I'm not 100% sure on that, and nothing I could pull up talked about it, so we will find out. My CGC grading is I'm going to give this one an 8.0. I thought it was pretty decent across the board. It was an intriguing opening for a storyline. The dialogue's good. So let's see where this goes. I want to know more, and that's kind of what it is. So I will wait for #2. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Smash the like and subscribe button. Leave your comments below. Did you have a different insight or take into it than I did? Did you like it? Is this something that particularly interests you? Make sure you guys smash the like button and the bell notification, because we do live streams on Wednesdays, and we'll talk about the new comics for the week. We will sometimes hop on and we'll review comic books, like we just reviewed Fight Girls on it. We do movie reviews, a lot of different nerd stuff, but you can either check out my quick flips where I do it for 60 seconds or full reviews like this, or you can check out our live streams and delve into a lot more of the nerdy stuff that we like to do. So I look forward to hearing from you all. Leave your comments below, and we'll see you on the other side.